The larger point is they keep using the word unacceptable. This is outrageous. It's not unacceptable. They've had 2 years to pull this together, to pull this program together. In a country where you can go out to San Jose, California, Cupertino, California, and find 5 people to put together a website that works in about 6 seconds. Willie could do it.
Willie, maybe she, well, you know, maybe she could go on The Daily Show and explain how it...
Sir?
The contractors who built the site tried to deflect blame for its problems, pointing the finger at each other and the federal agency responsible for overseeing the website's development.
Been so secretive.
Well, I think it's a mix of things. One is that they were generally taken by surprise. At least the top end of the administration was. This was a CMS enterprise. It seems from all the reporting and from what I can gather that up until very recently, they didn't realize how bad this was going to go out. And no one beta tested, which is almost criminal when you think about it. And then the president was caught off guard, which is really, you know, unfortunate and also really, you know, kind of messed up.
Swear that the testimony...
Testifying before the House Energy and Commerce Committee, key contractors on the troubled Healthcare.gov website said they tested their own components independently. But they said Health and Human Services was responsible for testing the whole system from end to end. That didn't happen until just a couple of weeks before the system's October 1st launch. It quickly crashed once consumers tried to use it.
We didn't see the full kind of integrated end-to-end system testing that you're talking about.
Why not?
Until the couple of days leading up to the launch.
Shouldn't we have had that?
Ideally, yes.
Just how long do they believe a testing period should have been?
Months would be nice.
Months would be nice. Ms. Campbell, is that accurate for your company as well?
That's correct.
The occasionally testy hearing turned sharp.
This is not a great rollout, and you know, obviously they should probably put another button on the website that says, you know, apply by phone, and then another one that says, no, seriously, apply by phone, because they just don't have the internet capacity right now to do it.
The Obama administration, meanwhile, has pledged to be more transparent.
We're going to make sure that information about the progress that's being made is available to youth.
Secrecy is unacceptable. They know. Begins with not saying how many people have enrolled. I don't understand the reason why they can't release that figure on a rolling basis. But in addition, you know, you search in vain for answers to lots of questions. Tom Costello and lots of other reporters have asked them every day for basic information.
And why don't they give it?
When governments are in crisis, they withhold information, and sometimes they don't tell the truth.
Run, or I'm not being ideological here, Mike. These people want to run our healthcare system.
You know,
and they want to be the grand organizers, the great organizers of what's most important to most Americans over the age of 35 or 40. And yet they're not telling us what's going wrong with our system that they want.
So you need to have someone who brings accountability to the process. I wouldn't be surprised if a few people lost their jobs. But I mean, this starts with basically explaining to Congress and to the American public what went wrong. And I think that's a very low bar for the administration to hit.
Sam, who at the top of the administration do you think was caught by surprise by this?
Well, certainly the president was, from what I can gather.
How?
Well, I mean, it's not like he's sitting there testing beta websites, you know. You know,
well, nobody was, obviously.
Yeah, clearly no one was.
The people who were running it were sure it was going to work.
Yeah, I mean, they put a lot of trust into this contractor, but then they also sort of maneuvered the deadlines a little bit to confuse it. But basically, it comes down to this. You promised a product to the American people. You said this was going to change the way that healthcare was delivered, or that you could shop for healthcare. And the fact of the matter is,